going on? What's going on? Sports Talk with Big Sarge on Sarge Radio Network. I'm your host, Brian Bearfield, along with the beautiful voice of the lovely Miss AJ.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl AJ representing Houston the right way.
Right, cut this fan off right quick.
Yeah, it got hot in here.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Like, literally, right?
Literally.
I see that. I was like, I walked in, I started doing the chicken head. Hey.
Okay.
So I was like, wait a minute, I know who that guy is. I'm about to start doing the chicken head up in here and see if I can be on the next video or something. Anyway, welcome. Sports Talk with Big Sarge on CG Radio Network. 832-230-5592 is the number to call in. Once again, that's 832-230-5592 is the number to call in. Follow us on CG Radio Network on Facebook. Like the page, scroll down, look at my big pretty smile. Hey, mama, I love ya. What's going on, Big Sarge? Checking in on your feet. Synergy Radio Network app. Everybody's listening right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, for those of you all who know, we're getting started a little bit late. I don't really like to do things late like this, but it was for a good reason today. The Houston Texans had their OTAs today, so I was down there covering the Houston Texans. And so it's kind of far from place to place, but and I knew that I was going to be running a tad bit late. I didn't know I was going to be running that late. So I'm here, though. Hey, what's going on? At 2:30, we have our regular segment with Big Game James Coleman. He will be calling in, and we'll be talking about OTAs and things like that. And then we just got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. When I get to the top of the hour, I will be talking about when I get to the top of the hour, I will be talking about the Houston Texans. Yeah, top of the hour, I should be doing that. And talking about how OTAs are not mandatory, they're voluntary. And you'll be surprised the amount of people who came out to participate in the OTAs for the Houston Texans. And I mean, they look good. They look good. Listen, let me just tell y'all something. DeAndre Hopkins is a freak of nature. I seen this guy running. They threw him the pass. The pass was underthrown. He caught it behind his back. He just put his hands behind his back, caught the pass, kept running. The dude's a monster. He's a beast. Yes. But y'all know how we do this thing. So I apologize for being late, but y'all know how we do this thing. We got to get this thing started out. First of all, AJ.
Yes, sir.
It is graduation season, correct? High school and colleges, right?
Yes, it is.
I would like to give a shout out to all the fathers out there that are graduating.
Yes.
From Child Support University. Because, you know, it ain't nothing happier than a man that's been paying child support for 18 years. And then all of a sudden he gets to get off of child support. Look, his baby walking across that stage, he ain't crying because he happy for her.
What he crying for?
Because he can go buy him some shoes.
He got that graduation letter, too?
He got your Some of them just graduate. You know how you got magna cum laude and summa cum laude?
That means you were in the rears thousands and thousands
They
of dollars.
graduating, oh, good Lordy. Thank you, Lordy. That's what they graduating. Mm-hmm. You know how many dads start crying when they starting to see some of their money coming back just a tad bit? Even though they go to college, like it's not, it's a difference in giving the money to the state and giving the money directly to your child. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yes, shout out to all the dads who are graduating from Child Support University. I salute you. Where the after party going to be?
Probably a dream so they can give their money away because they just so used to giving their money away.
Hey.
But shout out to all the fathers that pay their child support on time. I will give you a round of applause. Yes.
Hey,
that is very important.
Hey, big Sarge salute. Boy, let me tell you something though. I've looked into some dads' faces once their kids graduate, knowing they don't even have to say nothing. I just look at me like, you coming off child support, ain't you, young player? You just give that smile like, you know, it's been a hard 18 years. I didn't know what I was gonna do at some point. Noodles was top ramen noodles was a daily meal.
And Vienna sausages, hallelujah.
Hey, Jay, you know what I always wanted to do?
What's that?
Can you use hot dog water twice?
No, you shouldn't even use it once.
Like if you boil hot dogs in the water, right? You boil hot dogs. Can you use the hot dog water? Why not? Is the water weak or something? Why you can't use?
Because everything gonna taste like hot dog after that.
But if you put more hot dogs in there, is what I'm saying.
If you put more hot dog in it, I just think it's unsanitary. I mean, because you're making the water hot and cold and then hot again. It's like, yeah.
Are you making this up?
No, I'm not.
So you don't. So wait a minute. You just boil the hot dogs in the water. You take them out, and then you want to put some more back in, and you come back and just heat that same water up, right?
But
Why you got to use fresh water?
Because it's a whole different level of bacteria that can sit in the water when the water had cooled down.
So
at that point, germs aren't being killed. Germs are being created.
So you can't use noodle water twice either?
No. You're supposed to drain it anyhow. Who uses noodle water twice?
I know some people that don't drain the juice. They like.
Do you drain the juice?
I eat the little cups. So I guess.
Are you the weird cups?
Yeah. Look. I don't eat the 20-cent ones. I eat the 29-cent one. Okay.
Oh, so you bougie. So you highfalutin and fancy.
Well, that's because they look. That's because they cook quicker. Right.
And it has a little speckle of vegetable in there, a little pea, a little carrot.
Hey, you see what I'm saying, AJ? Okay. So let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Right. Let me ask you a question. You're on a flight, right? Mm-hmm. You're flying to. If you could fly anywhere in the world, where would you want to go, AJ?
Lisbon, Portugal.
Have you already figured this thing out? What's there? What's in Portugal?
I don't know.
You want you some little short men?
It just seemed alluring for some reason. I just want to go.
To Portugal?
Yeah, Portugal.
That's interesting. So, you're on a flight.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Portugal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, this happens. Man urinated on seat mid-flight after touching female passenger without consent. A man downing double vodka and tonics on a flight out of Denver last week allegedly harassed women next to him before urinating on a nearby seat.
Good Lord.
An act caught on camera. They said he ordered a drink, and after settling into the seat before making crude conversation about the reasons for flying to Charlotte, he said he was physically excited to see an old girlfriend, one witness told the FBI. Despite rebuffs, Hag allegedly continued to talking prior to ordering a second double vodka and repeatedly touching a female passenger on his other side who told him to back off. Flight attendants moved in to the back of the plane shortly after that. That's when another passenger identified him taking off his seatbelt and beginning urinating on the seat in front of him. They took video. AJ, what would you do? First of all, I'm not just whipping out my pecker anywhere. That's the first thing. I'm just not going to whip out my pecker especially on a flight. You know why, AJ?
Please bless us with the why.
Because it's cold. So you ain't up to your best performance.
But he was inebriated, obviously.
That don't mean that just make that. Hey, listen.
No dams were given at that point.
Hold on. Inebriation does not mean erections. So just because he drunk don't mean that he was standing at attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you do though, AJ? You sitting there, all of a sudden you look over and the man just whip his pecker out and start peeing on the seat. Would you record it?
No, I would be promptly moved to first class.
They can't just move. Maybe they give you a voucher for first class.
No, they gonna move me to first class or somebody getting sued because
I'm listening for this one.
If you're over the limit, if you have a low tolerance for alcohol, that stewardess should have known how many drinks to give this brother. She should have used her discernment and was like, "No, we're not gonna give you no more vodka tonics today." Because you look like you're a little belligerent, you know?
So what if he'd have been pre-gaming before he got on the plane, though?
It depends on how long the flight is.
So
now, if it's a long flight and he doing all that jazz, then no, he ain't pre-gaming.
So hold on. So he just whips his pecker out, right? Whips his pecker out and begins to pee. Who does that? And how drunk do you have to be in order to just whip your pecker out and start peeing on a seat? That's the crazy part to me. I don't think I could do that, AJ. Like, seriously, I just couldn't just whip it out and be like, what you going, Look, AJ, because you know what?
You can't play the I beat it up dance and on the airplane.
AJ, that's how I know that you're a real woman. You said the beat it up dance. But as I digress, see, you can't just whip it out because, see, AJ, you don't have sons, right?
No, I do not.
But if you do have a boy, if you do have another child later on in life, and you have a son, you know that he's a real boy when he throws his hands up in the air like this and hunches the air, go, ah. That's what little boys do. Little boys do that. That's when you know that you have a true son. When he throws his hands in the air and he go,
That is true, because I done seen little boys coming up living in gated communities, aka apartments, as you call them.
See what I'm saying? With a pool.
With a pool.
Yeah.
Yes, and they do that very move. Yeah.
They hump the air like right?
Yes.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So, yeah, but I couldn't see myself whipping out my my pecker.
No, that wouldn't be proper.
No, I could not do that one. So, is Big Game James on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Big Game on the phone.
Let me holler at Big Game for a second.
Okay, let me. All right.
Hey, Big Game James, what's going on? I can't hear him. Hello?
Big Game.
Nope, we can't hear him. So, while we try to get him on the line, one more thing before we go to break, right? I think we're having some technical difficulties. I can hear you though, AJ. You might want to cut your mic while you work on your technical difficulties. You're going to talk to me.
This is live.
Okay, so here's the thing, AJ. One more petty story before I go. Let me tell you something, Anglo-Americans. Stop being adventurous, please. This is the kind of stuff that black people don't do, what I'm about to say right now. Cyclists tried to scare a cougar off before it attacked, killing one person. So you all know that in Washington, right? A man killed by a mountain lion in Washington State and his friend who escaped did everything they were supposed to do in attack, according to authorities. What class did I miss? Like, was there an online class? Was there like an email that I missed? Did somebody text me? Because I didn't know that there was information given out on how you're supposed to defend yourself against a mountain lion. First thing is, I am not going biking in the mountains. I will go carring. You know what carring is, AJ?
No, what is that?
I would ride a car through the mountains. Why would I ride a bike in the mountains where there are what? Mountain lions, right?
Right.
Right. So here's my thing. They said that they did everything that they were supposed to do in the attack. The men were mountain biking in remote woods of East Seattle when the cougar started tailing them. The duo got off their bikes, made noise, and tried to scare the animal off. One of them even hit the mountain lion with the bike. Okay, so at that point, he hit the mountain lion with the bike, and he tried to, the other one went into the woods, and one took off on the bike. AJ, at what point do you, first of all, look at your partner riding away on the bike and you be like, you son of a
way long time ago. There's no hesitation.
Because, hey, my boy Darwin, he is from, from Washington. Hey, Darwin, chime in on this man killed by this mountain lion. And then, wait a minute, the dude who got killed, I'm not saying he deserved to get killed, but by the same token, why would you run into the woods? Here's the thing. I think that sometimes that Anglo-Americans, a.k.a. white people, need to get with their black friends and say, okay, teach me how to run just in case something happens. If we're at the bar and Tyrone is talking to Megan and then Tom walks in and it gets to popping off, you got to know how to get out of situations. If a mountain lion just so happens to attack me on the bike, do I run into the woods? Tell me that don't sound like a classic scary story.
Classic scary story. Who's going to fall? That's what I'm waiting on. Fall.
The dude who died while his other friend was on the... AJ, what kind of friend is that, though, on the bike? Like, I'm going to holler.
At that point, it's shoes.
I'm going to get the police. I'll be back. Sports Talk with Big Sarge on Century Radio Network. We'll be right back.
You're tuned into the Synergy Radio Network, where it all